I had the good fortune, actually the honor of hosting one of the most illustrious flagship events here at the NDTV network, the NDTV World Summit at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. And while some of the world's top leaders all gathered under one roof, we also had some of the top AI and tech experts from around the world who I got to host and interact with and engage with and ask a bunch of questions to as well. So here are some of the top highlights from the NDTV World Summit, Tech360 style.
भारत के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी तालियों से स्वागत करें the Prime Minister of India, a statesman and a global voice for innovation, development and democracy, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी.
BSNL ने अपना मेड इन इंडिया 4G स्टैक लॉन्च किया. आज हम गर्व से कह सकते हैं कि भारत दुनिया के उन टॉप 5 देशों में शामिल है जिनके पास अपने देश में तैयार 4G स्टैक है.
Every so often, these technologies come along which can transform how our entire society and economy operates, and AI is one of those.
Please join us in giving a huge welcome to none other than Neil Thompson.
AI's lack of capabilities is really what has protected us from a lot of the worst outcomes we might worry about. And we just have no guarantees that as we build these more capable systems, we're going to be able to control them. In practice, what's going to happen is we're going to have to sort of manage these things as we go, and what's going to determine that is the capability path. Is it going to be scale up to even bigger data centers, even bigger models? That's centralized, you can imagine sort of regulating a small number of people. Or is it going to be very decentralized, we're going to have it all over?
Join me in welcoming to the stage Professor Tarun Khanna.
There is no society that has transitioned from middle income status to high income status without extraordinary investment in science in recorded human history. Why would we be any different?
Put our hands together yet again, and remember, AI is listening for Mr. Nittin Mittal. But what I want to do is understand the million-dollar question or the billion-dollar question. Is AI taking our jobs away? Is it taking my job away today?
What could be impacted? If we perform our jobs, go home, and spend time on Instagram Reels. Yeah, we'll get impacted at some point of time. Rather, if we perform our jobs, go home, have the curiosity, and learn vibe coding, or learn how to essentially use agents, or, for that matter, build agents and become creators in the new economy, we are not going to get impacted.
When some of these machines that you saw on the stage actually become more competent at some of these intelligence things that he was talking about than humans themselves. Now, this is not a fear anymore. The reason I want to ask you this, Nittin, is AGI, ASI, if the right sort of controls, privacy, security, right, some of the biases are not eliminated, is it a worrisome future for all of us? Because things are moving at a lightning pace.
Well, even the steam engine was worrisome 250 years back because it was seen as taking away the value of a person, the job that they performed, the labor that they undertook. But it was mechanical. It was human labor. AI is no different, except that it is cognitive. It's not mechanical. We have a fear anytime there is something new, anytime we have to change, anytime we have to adapt, anytime when the future could be uncertain. But if we embrace the uncertainty, if we design the future, not just basically fall into it through hapstance, and if we are thoughtful about what that new economy could be, fear changes into hope. And the constraints that we imagine become opportunities. And impact on jobs creates new sectors, new avenues, and new basically kind of vistas for all of us to undertake in the economic miracle that is yet to come.
A lot of my production team, it'll pique their interest and also worry them a little bit, given what Sora 2's come up with right now, given what Gemini is doing as well. But how do we ensure, as citizens of the world, that we can hold these tech platforms and companies to account, right? And ensure that they aren't using some of the publicly available data that we have sort of without our consent put out over there to generate these images, to generate these videos. I mean, there's no real laws out there. There's no real control. So how do we ensure that this structure, this is put in place?
Yeah. I mean, this is exactly kind of where governments can play a pivotal role, specifically as it relates to regulations, guidelines, and also kind of the norms that are established. The key is this. Do we need to progress on regulations for accountability? Yes.
Okay.
But the regulations should be balanced so that they don't throttle accelerated innovation.
I wanted to understand some of these top corporations that have gone all in on AI with a sense of urgency, with a sense of alacrity, have they benefited?
Does everyone have that same sense of urgency? Not really. But is there actually more awareness to actually be thoughtful, awareness to act, awareness to figure out how and where to proceed? Absolutely yes. What they're talking about is how to make it relevant, how to get the necessary return, how could it actually not only help from an efficiency and a productivity perspective, but from growth opportunities that actually exist, and where could we actually accelerate innovation. Those conversations are happening. Conversations result in action. Action will result in progress, and progress will help societies, enterprises, and countries finally kind of crack the code and open up all kinds of new sectors and new economic opportunities in the new age of AI.